Hello all, welcome to rawtrainings.com. In this session, we'll discuss about collection concept in Oracle Apex. So let's get into agenda. We'll try to understand about what is collection, what are the advantages, and the different set of Oracle Apex APIs to access as well as modify collections, and also a sample demo on collections. So let us understand what is a collection. Okay, so in simpler terms, to understand what exactly collection is, nothing but it is a non-scalar data type. Okay, in which Oracle Apex allows us to store the data temporarily in the current session. So nothing but it's like a global temporary table concept in Oracle database. Okay, so we know that like when you create a table, right? So if you just commit the database, like data will get committed into a total database. But when you deal about global temporary table, the data will be available only for that particular session. But in the Oracle database, like when you deal with database, if at all, if you want to modify any data or if you want to insert any data, whatever it is, you require a multiple database session. But coming to the concept of Apex collections, you don't require multiple database sessions. Like you don't require DB calls. Like the session management will be taken care by the Apex. So it's like a global temporary table, but it is not exactly a global temporary table, but it's kind of a non-scalar record which holds a different set of values. So it's similar to an array or a structure. So here, if you observe in the below sample, like a collection will have a name, it will have a sequence, and also it will have a different set of attributes. Like it will have a data of character, number, blob, XML, date. Okay, so these set of columns will be available in the collection. Okay, and it will have a specific name using which we can access the data in a particular session. Okay, and the sequence will be auto-generated. Collection name will be provided by the user, and the values also will be provided by the user. And why do we use collection? So like as we discussed just now, like it is kind of a session active information. So like let us say if you're dealing about the shopping cart application, or if you're dealing some kind of a multi-page application where you don't want to store the data unless user says please commit. So in those kind of scenarios, you require some kind of a temporary, like a variable or a storage mechanism where you don't want to disturb the database unless you are ready to submit to the database. So in those scenarios, we generally prefer collection. And you can get the data using Apex collection view, and Apex take care of all the session management related tasks. It does not need to write any complicated code to maintain the session. Okay, whatever you write it, that is only specific to your particular session and particular to your application. Okay, now, so when you're dealing with this particular collection, so as we need to maintain a different set of database operation, I mean to say like a different set of operation, not database kind of thing, but when you have a table, what all the operation we perform? We'll be performing all CRUD operation. Similarly, on the collection also, you can perform a creation of a collection, reading the collection, updating a collection, deleting a collection. That all those set of things we can perform on the collection. Okay. So before discussing about the collection APIs and whatever it is, what we do is let me show you the Oracle provided Apex sample. Okay. From there, we can learn lot number of things. So what you can do is like once you navigate to the Apex, click on gallery and click on samples. And here you can see the sample application called sample collections. Okay. Just install that. And once you get installed, run the application and you can see the sample collection page. Okay, so now what I'll do is initially I'll just click on basic collections. Okay, so now as of now there is no collection at all. Now what I'll do, first thing what I'll do is I'll click on create collection. Okay, so I'll just mention my sample collection and I'll click on create collection. Now the collection got created. Okay, now next thing what I want to do is I want to add up the attributes. So here if you observe, right, as of now it is not showing all the list of attributes which are capable enough by the collection, but it is just showing some set of sample examples, right? So I'll say char1, char2, this is my call values, and let us say 100, 200, and these are like two more values. I'll just enter for the dates. Okay, and then I'll simply click on add member. Add member is nothing but you are inserting a record to the collection. You just click on add member. Now here if you observe, this is our collection name. This is a sequence which is auto generated, and these are the list of column values we have for these respective columns. Okay, now this is how we can create a record in the collection. But how does it is happening, right? So all the logic is behind, all the logic is happening via the APIs which are available. We'll discuss that later, but as of now, let us see these things. Okay. Now let us say if at all, if you want to modify the collection, you just simply click on edit collection and you can modify the values. Let us say I'll enter one more value for another character. Click on update. Okay. So by this, what we can do, we can either create a record or we can modify the columns in the collection. Okay. Now let me show you one more example. So now in this particular page, right, so it's called data synchronization page, in which in this particular one, what is the example which Oracle is providing us? We can populate a collection based on a SQL query. Okay. I'll simply click on populate collection here. What will happen is whatever the data which was available in the table will get copied to the collection. Will get copied to the collection. Okay. Now this is my collection. And here I'll just modify some value. Let us say salary is 6,500 like this and update member. So member is nothing but a record in a collection. Okay. Now close it. So what we'll do is we'll navigate to the first page again. Now we should be able to see that particular collection also. We should be able to see, yeah, we should be able to see the EMP collection also, right? Not only that, we also have the collection which we created, isn't it? Right, this is our collection, and there is another collection with the name EMP collection, isn't it? Okay, so these are two collections which are available in this particular application. Okay, so now we have seen how do we create a collection from the UI, and we have seen how do we update the records. We don't want to get much deeper here. Now what we'll do is we'll try to understand the APIs behind it. We'll try to understand the APIs behind it. So the first API which we want to discuss is creation of a collection. So how do we create a collection? You just need to mention the API name is apex_collection dot create collection. You need to mention what is a collection name, and there is a variable called truncate if exist. By default, it is no, nothing but like if it is already existing, it will not truncate. There is another thing called collection apex_collection dot create or truncate collection. What will happen is if there is a collection with the name already existing, it simply truncate that and it will create a new collection. Okay, so let me copy some of the samples now and we'll try to create the collection. Okay, so the first thing what I want to do is I just want to create this one. Okay, Control C, and I will navigate to the SQL browser, SQL workshop, SQL commands. Now what we'll do is, so the first API, what exactly it will do? It will create or truncate a collection. But how do we know this particular collection is available or not? We can just check out the view. Before executing that, what we can do is we can just execute a query, select star apex_collections. As of now, there is no record existing here in the collection. So now what I'm doing is I'm just trying to create a collection name with a collection EMP collection demo. And then I am providing only 3 columns as of now. Column 001, 002, and 003. And then committing and ending the anonymous block. So I'll just execute this one. It got executed. Now we can see the Apex collection view. We should be able to see the values, right? So as of now, we have populated only 3 columns. That's why we are able to see C001, 002, and 003 similarly. And also if you see other columns, all are empty, and MD5, and also date, we have 5 attributes, number, we have 5 attributes, blob 1, and the character 50. Okay, so by default, a collection will have these number of columns. Okay, now we have seen how do we create a collection, right? How do we create a collection, as well as how do we add a member? When you say add a member, nothing but adding a record. Let us add one more record now. Let us say I'll just add up number with the 2000 now. And also let us say I want to add up one more column. Okay, assume that for this particular 2000 record, I want to have one more record, one more extra column value. So I'll just say Apex collection column 4 be C004. That's it. Okay. Now we should be able to see the value, right? So for the sequence ID 2, we could see that, you know, like this is having one more extra value in the C004. So this is how we can add up a record in the collection. Okay. And how do we create a collection based on a query? So what we can do is we can also create a collection based on a query also. So this it is almost similar. So first of all, you need to create a collection. Okay. And once you create a collection, you just need to mention the query. So let me copy that also. So here, if you observe, so I'll mention a different collection name now, EMP collection demo 2. And here I just mentioned the query like EMP number, salary, commission, department number, null and hide date. So null is not required. Okay, so I'll just create it. Okay, so it is saying inconsistent data types. First of all, let us see whether we have like what we do is yeah, we don't have the collection, right? So here, first of all, just see the collection demo. It is demo 2, right? That's fine. And you can also check out here. So if you observe this one, right? This API samples provide all the information here. Create a collection from query. So I'll just copy this one and just observe this one. If there is any mistake in my SQL. Okay, seems there was some mistake. Nothing but when you're trying to populate, right, we need to mention all the columns exactly, right? Then it will work. So now just check out this collections here, EMP collection. Okay. So this is the latest correction which was executed from the query. Now, coming to the next one. So how do we add a member? So that's we have just seen now, like how do we add a member? Like we can simply mention the collection name and the column names to add a member to the collection, right? So here, when you're adding up a member, right, you need to mention the appropriate columns, right? And similarly, let us say the next functionality we want to see is like how do we extract the collection? When you want to extract the data from the collection, just mention the collection name. Select star from apex underscore collection. Collection name is equal to an appropriate collection name. You can mention. You'll get all the record. Next one is how do we remove a collection as well as collection member? See, when you're dealing with a collection, you can remove a specific member, or you can remove the specific members, or you can remove the total collection also. So now here, if you observe the first one, what are we doing? You can simply mention delete collection and collection name. It will totally drop the members as well as collection also. Let us say if you want to delete a specific member, you need to mention the sequence number, nothing but a record number, I can say. Next, other one is like I want to delete a specific set of numbers where a particular value or a particular attribute name is so and so and attribute value so and so. Nothing but I want to delete all the collection, all the members where the salary, where the like a job C002 is equal to salesman. So what will happen is it will delete all the records which is matching with the salesman. So that's what it is about, deleting a collection members. Now coming to the other one, updating a collection members. So to update a collection members, what do you require? You just require a collection name, sequence, as well as the appropriate columns name we have to mention. So that's about updating a collection members. Now, not only these things, like as of now, we have seen just adding a collection, updating, deleting, and we have some more APIs. And also, this is not the total exhaustive list. There are a lot number of APIs which will be available, but like based on the usage, you'll come across. The first one is the collection member count. If you want to know like how many records are there in a collection, you can use collection member count. Resequence collection. What will happen is, let us say, assume that like if you have created a collection and you have created members, and in that, if you have deleted some set of records, what may happen is the sequence number may not be in a proper sequence, right? In those scenarios, you can use resequence collection so that it will modify the sequence appropriately, like nothing but in a sequence manner, but it will not modify your records, nothing but it will maintain the order. There's no issue with your order stuff, the order of your records. And collection exists, it will return true or false based on the collection availability. Another one is delete all collection. Let us say within your session, if you want to delete all collections, yes, you have that particular functionality also. Okay, so this is all about a collection. So what you can do is to get more insight, I prefer always like navigate to this sample collection and try to execute this one, and you can get the direct source code which Oracle has been using on this one. Okay, so this is all about collection in Oracle. Thank you.